Fake show true love, the president's girlfriend for a day. Chapter 1. The scene of social death, stunned. Su Chui will never forget herself that day. A woman who had just returned from a nightclub and was emotionally out of control, actually broke into the cold and ruthless president's office and shouted at the most difficult man in the rumors, "You made me pregnant." Shen Machun sat on the high-backed chair, his brows furrowed, and looked coldly at this woman who was crying with pear blossoms and rain. At that moment, the air in the entire office froze, and even the assistant did not dare to speak. As it turned out later, everything was just because Su Chui bought a fake pregnancy test stick and made a false alarm. But this social death incident became the beginning of the story between her and Shen Machun. Chapter 2. Misunderstandings are riddled with pretenses. Su Chui is a young woman struggling in a big city, with no resources, no background, and living on odd jobs. She was not familiar with Shen Machun, but she heard that he was the domineering president of a large enterprise group, and it was rumored that he was cold and difficult to approach. Driven by the jokes and curiosity of his friends, Su Chui had a whim and decided to pretend to be Shen Machun's girlfriend for a day, not for anything else, but to get a glimpse of how the president's life was lived. Shen Machun was indifferent to this, but because of the company's internal problems and some interests, he had to accept this sudden arrangement, and the lives of the two were intertwined. Chapter 3. The daily life of the boss, pretending to be true. In the first few days, Su Chui carefully played the role of president's girlfriend, from clothing matching, speech and behavior to attending various business banquets. She tried her best to imitate the temperament of those celebrities. Shen Machun always kept his distance from her, serious and indifferent, but gradually, he noticed the sincerity and tenacity of this woman. She is not pretentious and does not depend on him, but lives in his world in her own way. In the contact between the two, misunderstandings and frictions emerged one after another, but a wonderful tacit understanding gradually emerged. Chapter 4. Truth revealed, interests and emotions intertwined. Just when Su Chui thought that he was just participating in a game, he accidentally discovered the crisis within Shen Machun's enterprise. Someone tried to obstruct it and plunge the Shen group into a financial storm. Su Chui's ordinary identity allows her to quietly infiltrate the enemy's interior to gather intelligence. Her bravery and wisdom made Shen Machun really rely on her, and the relationship between the two quickly warmed up. However, this crisis has also forced both sides to face the most brutal reality. Will this fake relationship be torn apart by reality? Chapter 5. Betrayal and Redemption, a test of feelings. Just when the situation was tense, Shen Machun unexpectedly discovered that Su Chui had contacted his competitors in order to survive without his knowledge. His heart was deeply stabbed, and the balance of emotions tilted for a time. Su Chui faced misunderstandings and doubts, and also fell into confusion and pain. The two began a cold war, estranged from each other, and the fate of the entire group was even more precarious because of the breakdown of the relationship. Chapter 6. Regain trust and join hands to resist the enemy. After a short separation, Su Chui and Shen Machun finally had a frank conversation. She told him about her hardships and original intentions, and Shen Machun also relieved her guard and admitted her feelings. The two decide to put aside their past preconceptions and join forces to fight enemies inside and outside the company. They use each other's strengths to gradually dismantle the conspiracy and protect the Shen group from destruction. This experience of working together made the relationship between the two more unbreakable. Chapter 7. Gorgeous counterattack, the victory of love. As the conspiracy was uncovered one by one, Shen Machun and Su Chui appeared in front of everyone with a new attitude. They not only saved the business, but also allowed the entire business community to witness a legend from misunderstanding to true love. Su Chui has grown from an ordinary girl to a woman who can stand side by side with the boss, and Shen Machun has become warmer and stronger because of her. In the spotlight, they joined hands to declare, this pretended love has finally become their real life. Chapter 8. The cracks of true love. Su Chui thought that pretending to be his girlfriend for a day was just a harmless game, but he didn't expect this game to become more and more real. One day, she accompanied Shen Machin to attend an important business dinner, and in front of everyone, she accidentally slipped her mouth and revealed that she was not her real girlfriend. The audience was stunned, and media reporters quickly captured the explosive news. Shen Machin's face changed, and he coldly pulled Su Chui behind him, and reprimanded in a low voice, "This is not a joke, we can't afford the price." However, there was a flash of imperceptible tenderness in his eyes. Su Chui felt the unspeakable estrangement between himself and this cold president, and began to waver. Chapter 9, Dark Deals and Dark Tides. While the outside world is speculating about the authenticity of the relationship between the two, the internal storm of the Shen group has quietly brewed. A mysterious figure of unknown origin frequently enters and leaves the company, secretly planning a large-scale acquisition plan, targeting Shen Machin's business kingdom. Su Chui noticed the abnormality, and used the social resources he had made when he used to work to start secretly investigating the matter. She unexpectedly discovered that this crisis was closely related to the competitors she had to contact in the past to make a living, and behind this was an unknown family feud involving Shen Machin. Chapter 10 Caught in a deep puzzle, love and hatred. Faced with layers of doubts, Su Chui had mixed feelings in his heart. She begins to question whether she should really be involved in this complex and dangerous world. Shen Machin gradually unguarded himself in countless confrontations, opened his heart to Su Chui, and revealed the secrets of his family's past and the pressure of him as the helmsman. Because of the common hardships, the feelings of the two gradually deepened with each other, but the misunderstanding and the pressure from the outside world also made the relationship become thin ice. Chapter 11 Breaking the Mirror and Regaining Trust. During a crucial business negotiation, Su Chui used her ingenuity to help Shen Machin reverse the disadvantage and successfully expose the enemy's conspiracy. Shen Machin had a new understanding of her ability and loyalty, and the two finally let down their guards and were honest with each other. Su Chui understands that he is no longer the ordinary girl who is only struggling for survival, but his indispensable partner. Chapter 12, The Double Test of Love and Power. Just when the relationship between the two was stable, a mutiny broke out again within the Shen group, and a core executive openly turned against the water and united with external forces to try to seize power. Su Chui and Shen Machin must work together, not only to protect the glory of the family, but also to maintain each other's feelings. This crisis tested their wisdom and courage, and also made their love experience unprecedented tempering. Chapter 13, The Final Showdown, The Choice of Fate. The final decisive battle came, the conspiracy of the betrayer was exposed, and Shen Machin and Su Chui teamed up to fight back and successfully defended the core of the enterprise. After all the twists and turns, the two understand that this pretended love has turned into an inseparable truth in each other's lives. They made a promise in the morning light and are willing to face all the ups and downs and challenges in the future together.